Hi, it's Lori Ballen with 365 Days of KW Command. Today, I want to talk about how to handle leads when they come into your KW Command system. Now, the first thing that I want to show you is I am at the home screen. I'm on the home screen dashboard, and this page, this home screen is customizable. So on my screen, I have tasks, I have recent leads, I have goals, and I have product updates as well as some other items here. If you click Customize Home, you can check or uncheck what you want to be on the screen and where you want that to show up. Okay, so this little drag and drop will allow you to drag it and drop it higher or lower in that column. And this one does the same. So if you want to change it so it looks like mine, if it doesn't look the same, you can do that there. Okay, you're going to be able to see your recent leads on the right-hand side. Now, what qualifies as a lead? We know that Facebook leads are marked as leads. Okay, and I've been kind of watching this to see what comes in automatically. So there's going to be certain sources that have them automatically marked as a lead. You can also mark them as a lead. But let's just go ahead and talk specifically about our Facebook lead ads. We're getting these Facebook lead ads and they're popping in here. Now what do we do? Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, so I've got a lead here that came in. If you click on it, you can see their phone number and their email address. And on the right-hand side, you've got 3 dots where you can unmark them as a lead and you can add them to a smart plan. Okay, now let me show you. I'm going to click view all 6 here. I'm trying to find one that doesn't have a phone number so I'm not giving away somebody's info. All right, let me click on Suzanne here. Okay. What I want you to see is on the right-hand side what this looks like. So when it first comes in, you're going to be able to see lead received from and which ad it was that you ran. So I ran a Facebook ad for a property on Observation, which is the street address where our listing is. Okay, just a Facebook lead ad, and I'm getting leads that are coming in. This is what it will look like. Okay, so they're marked as with a little L to show that they're lead, and it also says right here that the lead was received. Now, if you don't subscribe them to a smart plan, nothing is happening when you get those leads. All that's going to happen is they're going to be able to click on your ad, the info's pulled in, and then whatever link you put in to send them, they get more info. But now it's up to us to kick in after the fact, okay? So I have various smart plans that I have created to work with the type of leads or type of contacts we're getting in our database. So you can see here that this says Smart Plan, subscribed to Ballen's Buyer Arrival Smart Plan. Now, if I scroll up, hold on. I was just looking at, let's see if we can get, there we can get to the messages. Okay, so Smart Plan, Ballen's Buyers Smart Plan. Okay, so here's what mine looks like. So they immediately get a text message. And then there is a 1-day delay. Then they get an email. There's a 1-day delay. They get another text message. Now, if I hover over these, you can see what they are. So the first text message says, "Hi, Susan. My name is Lori Ballen. How do you feel about the properties you're searching online?" Now, we tailored these messages very specifically because I don't really know what this person, have I talked to this person before? Is it a brand new lead? It's just kind of a general to start fishing for a response there. 1-day delay. The next one is a simple email. It says, "Susan, we have access to all properties in the area as well as many not advertised. Are there any properties you're currently eyeing?" Okay. We could also change that to which properties are you currently eyeing? This one is asking for a yes/no response. Another one would be where they actually have to type in an address, so we can test these and play with them. This is all custom. I built this. I built this one. My brother Jeff and I have created all of these smart plans based on my experience in real estate, and then He owns a marketing company and has been creating flows for a long time in different platforms. So we brought those over here. So now this one says, "Hi, Susan, are you getting the properties we're sending to you?" Now, we might not actually be sending Susan any properties. She had, maybe right now we don't have her on anything specific. So she might answer and say, "I'm not getting any properties," right? It depends on where you've gone with this lead. And then we have one day, then we have an automated email, just checking in. We are persistent, so we haven't forgotten about you as you consider your home purchase. Anything we can do to help you today? 1 day delay. Text message. Have you and your lender determined your purchasing power? This whole smart plan is designed to be a little bit annoying, meaning that we are working diligently, the same as we would if we were picking up a phone and calling them or sending text messages. Our whole goal is to get them to speak to us. Tell us yes, no, or go away. Any of those types of things are fine. We just want to get them communicating. Okay? So that's important. I don't think many of the smart plans that are available today by default in the system are great for web leads. So that's why we created something like this. Now, we could create a smart plan specific to this listing. I mean, if you really think about how do we communicate best with people, it's as focused and as niched down and as tailored to them as we possibly could. All right. So what would that look like? Let's just take a look. We're going to go over here to smart plans. Right there. I do want to let you know that if you talk to my brothers, Jeff and Paul, they over at Ballen Brands, they have a marketing division now that's specific for KW Command, and it's called Command Leads. And Jeff and I have created a suite of smart plans that he is now offering at Command Leads that you can purchase from them in a suite. They also build out the KW agent websites, run Facebook ads, do imports, exports, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So, and he could help you build any of these smart plans that we're talking about right now. So if you like the one that we talked about, or you want to pick one there, here's one called Web Leads that I've been playing with. You can just go with one of those. But let's just say we want to be a little bit more personal, a little bit more on point with our marketing. Okay, so what I'm going to do with, I'm going to open campaigns. And let's take a look at the Facebook ad. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to, okay, we're in paid ads. So we'll give that a second to upload. There we go. And let's go to observation. Okay, really not sure how I'm still getting leads on those when the campaign ended. I'm fascinated by that. I'll have to take a look at it. Okay, so here's this one, observation. If you click on the F, it opens. You can see the preview of what it looked like. So it's a 2-bedroom condo, 2 full baths, recently upgraded, kitchen with granite countertops, yada yada, and then it has a link that it goes to. And let me see. I think we closed. Let me see if that's still available. I'm just going to go to my main website and look at my featured listings really quick. Swan Point. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here's the actual property. All right. Now, you would have to assume that if somebody was clicking through on your Facebook ad for this property and they go ahead and push the button to submit their info, that this might be the general range they're looking for, right? So how about you create a very, very simple smart plan? Maybe it's a three touch smart plan or a looping smart plan that has to do specifically with this property. And then anybody that's on that smart plan would receive anything you put in that smart plan, right? Okay, so maybe we do something like this. I'm really kind of just, a lot of my videos I'm just creating on the fly as we're going about doing this, because I want to get you guys thinking about, marketing and strategic use of the great tools that we're now provided with. So I'm going to go up here to create, and I'm going to call this observation. So some of these smart plans just might be, they're just used for that particular smart plan. I can't wait until these smart plans start automatically based on a certain tag or a certain action, but right now they're triggered manually. Okay, so we're going to say, let's send an email. Subject, that condo you asked about. So now we're going to say, hey, first name. So this is a merge field. If you click there, you can just drop in their first name. I'm happy you, let me see. Hang on, let me just type something up in there really quick. Okay, I paused it and typed up this little email here. So it says, hey, Susan, through Facebook, you requested information on 1112 Observation Drive, Suite 101 in Las Vegas. This property is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo for $165,000. I have others like this as well. When are you looking to move? Lori Ballen. Okay, now this is an email. So if I wanted to, I could put in a link here. All right, through Facebook, you requested, and then here I say, I have others like it as well. Okay, now, again, we're trying to make this as focused on that consumer as we possibly can make it. So I'm going to go over here to the front end of my KW Agent website. You will see me do a ton of this in my videos. I've done this with my websites all my career in real estate. I love to use the front end of the website to build links to send people to shop around or to take action. So this is going to be, I'm just going to type in Las Vegas and we're going to go in and do a little search here. All right. Well, we believe this person is in the, is shopping for condos. So I'm going to change this from houses and I'm going to change it to condos and townhomes. And I'm going to remove houses by clicking on it. So only the ones that are in black are selected. Condos and townhomes. See the map change? All right, so clearly most of our condos and townhomes are in the central area there. Okay, now we also know that the price range was $169 that they were looking at. So if I wanted to, I could go over to more. Now that doesn't mean they're only looking for $169. The property happened to be $169. So what I'm thinking is we can go to, price. All right, I'm going to start this at maybe like 150 because I don't want to be sending them condos that are way cheaper than what they want, but I'm also not going to send them $20 million condos if they clicked on a condo for 169. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So I might go to 200. So let's go to 150 just to 200. So see how I'm doing that? Okay. And now it will change the results again. Okay, I have no idea why. That's really a townhome, not a condo. It shouldn't be there. Okay, so these are condos. I don't know, maybe it is. Okay, so, I put townhomes on here. I'm sorry. Let me do just condos. I don't want any to look like houses. So let me do just condos. Okay, and then we can sort by days on market. We can sort by price. We can sort by recently updated. We can sort by living area. So I'm going to start this at the 150 range and let them browse up from here. Now the goal is to get them on our website and logging in and marking their favorites and interacting with the website or downloading the app, which we can also put in our smart plan. Okay. Now, so I'm going to take this page and I'm going to grab that link and we're going to use it on a text too. So let me show you how this works. I'm going to go over to Bitly, which is a simple URL creator. And we're going to turn that long, ugly link into a nice short link that'll be text appropriate as well. I'm going to go to create and I'm just going to paste that in there. All right. And then we're going to copy it. We're going to go back over to our campaigns. Smart plans. Sorry, I always call them campaigns. And then right here where I said I have others, let's change this to we have others like this as well, because it's really all of Vegas that they're looking at here. I'm going to click that link and I'm going to paste it right here in link target, add link. So now that will be a live link. Okay. Now I also want them to get a text message. So I can choose for that text message to go out to them immediately or have a delay. I don't mind people getting both an email and a text message around the same time with the same message, because it's likely to hit or miss one or the other. And if they got both, they would just go, okay, well, looks like they texted me and emailed me. If you want to put a delay in there, you can. Okay, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to send mine at the same time. So I'm going to hit send SMS. And now this will be a shorter message. This is a text message. So hi, and then we're going to put the first name in there. Did you have any other questions about the condo listing? Let's put about the 2-bedroom condo listing in Vegas. Here is a list of more like that one. And then we're just going to paste that short little bit.ly in there. And then I'm going to put Lori Ballen, Keller Williams. Did you have any other questions about the 2-bedroom condo listing in Vegas that you saw on Facebook? Going to try to remind them where they were when they looked at that ad. Okay. So now at this point, this campaign is a 2-touch email, text message. It's a 2-step 2-touch. Okay. Now let's say they have not answered us. Now you have a choice. You can set a delay and then repeat this text message, and I'll show you how to do that. So if you click set delay, it drops down there into the bottom. You can say, I want to wait 3 days, and then we're going to restart the flow. So we're going to click restart flow, and that's going to go down to the bottom. Now you can decide how many times you want this to repeat. So you could have this repeat 3 times. If you do that, they're going to get 3 text messages and 3 emails that all say the same thing, spaced apart by 3 days, which isn't necessarily a bad thing in one of these cases. Okay. Now, if I'm getting text messaged over and over and over again, the same text message, I'm probably going to get annoyed and I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm going to tell you to stop, or I'm going to answer you. Emails usually just get ignored or trashed. So it might be advantageous to change up that text message a little bit so that it's not the same thing continuously going to them. So if you don't want to do the restart flow, we'll just exit out of there. We're going to remove that step actually. Okay. So maybe 3 days later, you want to send them something different. You could maybe put in your app, the call to action about the app. Or maybe you could do okay, hold on. So maybe now we'll do something different. We'll go back to this page, 150, 150, 150, right? Let's do more, and let's do just reduced only. So we're going to toggle this little thing on, and we're going to say, only show condos that were just reduced in the last 7 days. This is valuable. See the little green? These were all just reduced. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this long, ugly URL. We're going to go over to bit.ly, and we're going to go to create, paste it in there, copy the link. Go back over to Smart Plans. Okay. We're going to wait 3 days, and now we're going to do the same thing. Send an email and send a text. Now, let me caution you about something. First of all, to send an email, you have to have your KW command email activated, and you get a free up to a certain number of emails. You'll have to look at their plans again. I think it's 5,000 emails is free, and then it's like $10 after that, and then you pay to increase. So every time you send emails out of KW command, you are using those. It's really, really easy to see, though, in your settings how many emails you've used for that month. Okay, I cover that when I talk more about emails separately. Okay, so that's super easy. But it says right here, update your command email, go to settings. Well, you can do that, and you can look at your usage, how many emails you sent. So that's one thing to note. Another thing to note is Twilio sends your text. So you have to have Twilio activated, and it's not free. You're paying like less than a penny per text, I believe is what their rates are. So every time you send a text, you're being charged. Also, if that person does not have a phone number that is textable, these are going to show up on a task list instead. They're going to show up on a to-do list, which gets very annoying, telling you to manually send them a text. So you don't get like a little message that says, hey, remove them from the smart plan, their text isn't working, or non-textable number, or anything like you would get with Infusionsoft. Instead, you get tasks in your tasks dashboard. Okay. So it might be smart to set up two separate smart plans, one that's email only and another that is email and text. Or you could do one and one. This one only is email and this one only is text. You know, whatever you want to do with that. But if you try to put them all in one, you are going to wind up with a whole bunch of tasks in your tasks if you don't have Twilio connected or you don't have a valid textable phone number. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so now we added a 3-day delay, and now the next email could say this: just these condos in Vegas were just reduced. So this is the subject line. This is what they see in that little email preview. And then we're going to do, hey, first name, Lori Ballen with Keller Williams here. I wanted you to know that these condos in Vegas were all just reduced in price over the last week. When will you be viewing homes? Or when are you looking to buy? Now that's an open-ended question. If you want to close it, you could say, are you looking to buy this spring or summer? Something like that. Okay, and then so these condos in Vegas, so we're going to highlight these condos in Vegas. We're going to put that little link, add link, and then Lori Ballen. And of course, you can always include a phone number. And then text message. So this would also go to them the same day. And we can pretty much copy that. And then we just need to grab the bit.ly link. Because remember, that little link has to be pasted in there on a text message. Okay. So now we have a 4-day smart plan with 5 steps and 4 touches. That's 2 text messages and 2 emails. So now I can keep going and customizing this smart plan if I want to, or I can now spin them off into another smart plan. So what I would do now is I would set delay again, and I'm going to set this for another 3 days. And now we're going to add them to another smart plan. So I'm going to click add to smart plan. And now I'm going to add them to my buyer arrival smart plan. Or I could add them to my app if I wanted to. So now this is no longer specific to the property related observation, but now they're going to start getting all of my Ballen's buyer drip emails. I love this. I think this is a fantastic way to build a smart plan that really, really caters to the type of lead that you're getting. Another great value piece in here might be funding information, mortgages, that would be related to that property. Maybe you put something in there that says, are you an investor? Are you buying your condo to put renters in? Here's some info about buying a condo for investment in Las Vegas. Or anything that would now be related to condos specifically, anything around somebody that might buy something like that. Now the campaign could be valuable. And you could actually really easily just save some of these text messages and emails on a notepad or Evernote or a Word document or whatever, so that you can just pull them and add them to these little custom campaigns anytime you want. I can easily build one of these campaigns in 30 minutes or less. But I also understand flows, so that helps. But once you get the flow, the way this all works, then it's just repetitive. You're just doing the same thing over and over. Now, I also want to remind you to make sure that you take people out of smart plans when it's no longer relative. And this is where it gets tricky with teams too. I'm going to be talking a lot more about teams. But if I have got them on this drip now, and David on my team starts to talk to them, or I start to talk to them, it's time to take them off of this drip, because this drip is designed to get them to raise their hand. As soon as they raise their hand, we should be taking them off a raise your hand campaign, right? We like to call them arrival, survival, and revival. So arrival is right on set. We're just trying to get them to raise their hand. And then once we're talking to them and working with them, then we have more of a survival plan. It's kind of like more like your 33 touch type thing, or your 8x8. Yeah, more like your 33 touch. And then the revival is very aggressive. It chases them to get them to come back to life. All those old dead leads, So we like to look at them here at Ballen Vegas as those three separate styles of campaigns that we're putting people on, And then, of course, we have our sphere of influence, and that would be your past clients and your friends and family. And that's a different plan altogether, because these are people that you actually know, and they're going to get a lot more personal branding and personal touches. All right. So I wanted to give you that concept today for cultivating your leads when they come in. And this was a Facebook lead example, but it could work with any type of leads that you're generating. And that's how you create a smart plan. So if you need help, reach out to Ballen Brands, and they can help you, or commandleads.com, and they can help you get any of this set up. I'm Lori Ballen. Thanks for joining me today.